Everything Arthur.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present final round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Today we're here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo set to bring you all of the action for the EA Sports Spring Invitational. And Frank, what can the players expect from Wolf Creek?
Just a mesmerizing layout, Rich. You can see that from above. Straight driving is imperative out there today. You actually don't have to hit the ball a long way. The elevation on those tees is going to give you that extra distance on almost every shot. You can even take driver out of play on some of the holes. But really it's about being in the right position first on those tee shots that you're going to hit today.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. What a spectacular shot that was. We'll have a look at Eagle. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Great start.
Here at the par 4, 445-yard second hole. Severe dogleg to the left. What's the best play here, Frank?
Well, that tee shot, Rich, is so intimidating, so you don't necessarily have to hit driver. Club decision is probably going to be important here because if you hit driver, you've got to take it down over that left side, all over the canyon area. So if you hit 3-wood, you can play a slightly more conservative tee shot, but it is going to leave you a longer second shot to a green that's well protected on the right side by bunkers. But really, if the wind's not blowing, this is a really good front hole to play. Look at the vistas.
Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the second hole?
Once again, you're going to go a little bit back up the hill. Really, there's only that one bunker on the right. That shouldn't be in play. Green goes uphill and a little bit to the left, so you really got to try and make sure you work on the right distance there. Get that ball on the right tier where the flag is located.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie. Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Oh, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that, too, by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Birdie putt coming up at a par on this hole yesterday. That was well judged, wasn't it? Back over now to the fourth. Frank, the Maserati's tuned up early, running 120 on the first few holes here.
Yeah, you've got all 12 cylinders going. Just a player in full flight. It's amazing how that club's tearing through the, 100, 120 miles an hour. Ball just sailing down the fairway. Managing to hold those greens. And, of course, the greens that are putting so beautifully. So we have a chance to just sort of light it up there today.
The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
That has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Frank, what do we have with this approach here to the par 5?
A good tee shot across that stream there is going to leave an uphill second shot, and this green is raised in the front, very narrow between those two bunkers. It's going to take something rather special to carry the ball up high enough and land it soft enough to keep it on this par 5 and 2.
Big swing right there, a great result, and now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 5 fifth hole. Cut it over the ridge here, Frank?
Well, if you can, if you dare. And there is actually a stream here. I know we're in the middle of a desert, but if you can clear that stream, that's the main thing. This is a crazy-looking tee shot because it looks like you want to go down that that canyon area, but if you don't know the exact distance you fly the ball, then you're going to be in lots and lots of problems. Those collection of 3 bunkers down the right side, as long as you can avoid that, then that second shot to this par 5, that's not overly long, it's just under 500 yards, is certainly reachable. And the second shot will play uphill to a elevated green with, once again, 3 different levels.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and it's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up, just past those those bunkers on the right and the left, get it down there on the flat. A little pitch, you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Just sensational golf, and he finishes it off with an eagle. Par 3/8, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe you put your 2 hands together, make a little prayer. You might make 2, but make 3 here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is here all that?
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting. Good solid stroke there, no sign of nerves on that.
Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop, just stand still for a second, almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there.
Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Start of the back 9 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th.
It looks intimidating off the back of this tee, Rich, and that's because the desert ridge on that right side, it sort of blocks your view and you don't see the right side of this fairway. Once you realize there's a lot more room to the right, then that tee shot becomes a little bit easier. Now also the angle of this green, you're going to see it sort of turn to the right there. So you've really got to be careful on where the flag is positioned on this green. If they put the flag back right, then obviously that's the hardest this hole's going to play. Flag sort of left of center, then this still could very much be a birdie hole.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good work right there. They settle for par. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Shouldn't be a problem here. Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the par 5 12, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12. He's gone for a little extra.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's no snap, though.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now to the 13th hole, and, oh, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but then you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Settles in over the putt. And he has it for birdie. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
Well, it's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side. So you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. The hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. And it plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of wheel it a little off the tee, wheel it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. You can't hide the flag stick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Don't leave it short. Wow. Trying to stay steady, make a par. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here, and it should set up nicely for a birdie.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Frank, you licking your chops here at the par 5, 17th hole?
Oh, why not? A chance to reach a par 5 and 2, but there's still pitfalls in front of you. A little creek or stream runs across the fairway, so really limiting the distance you can hit that tee shot, but it's still reachable from just short of that creek. Find trouble off the tee, then obviously you turn it into a 3-shotter, but a good tee shot, and it's too tempting to resist not going for this green.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Second shot.
Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot.
You. Let's get it. Let's go.
Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course, you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or a 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
This for the victory at the EA Sports Spring Invitational.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt. Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing, and that was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.
TBC Naruto. Over and out. And also shout out to all the NBA games this today. Today, first day of November. November 1st, 2019. Also shout out to the first day of the month, Saturday also. And NBA games tonight. Houston Rockets at the Brooklyn Nets. Houston Rockets versus Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn. It's gonna be exciting. Actually, it already happened, but yeah. And Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks. But yeah, the Nets game already happened. Houston Rockets at Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving on the Nets. And James Harden versus Westbrook on the Houston Rockets. Versus Kyrie Irving on the Nets. Kevin Durant on the Nets too. And that's amazing also. Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook will be in the same building for a NBA basketball game for the first time since they were all competing together. Other than the All-Star games, of course. So yeah, that would be pretty amazing also. Oh, it was amazing, yeah, because it just ended. Yeah, I saw the game, and the Nets won. And it was amazing, it sounded pretty fresh. So yeah, Aaron, shout out to that. And the Los Angeles Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks game is on right now. The Los Angeles Lakers are at Dallas, in Dallas. They're at the Dallas Mavericks. And LeBron James and Anthony Davis versus Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, and that's exciting also. Duels are all over the NBA right now. Dynamic duels, what they calling them. And it's amazing. It's amazing to see all these duels of superstars. It's just really amazing. So, that being said, oh yeah, and also with the matchup with the Los Angeles Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, like LeBron James, you know, the distributor, the point forward, as they call it sometimes. Now they're both small forwards, but they can pass, and like they're both small forwards, but they can pass the basketball, which is amazing. And they can pass it really great, like Magic Johnson, who's the actual point guard. And LeBron James is like 6'8", Luka Doncic like 6'7", so yeah, that's amazing. And then they're going up against each other, and then also Anthony Davis and Kristaps Porzingis, both power forwards, but both really tall power forwards. Anthony Davis like 6'10", 6'11", Kristaps Porzingis like 7'3". So that's with them going up against each other, it's just exciting all around. So yeah, shout out to that also. And with all that being said, TBT Naruto over and out.